Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another Feed the Beast Unhinged Let's Play video. So at the end of last episode, I had done a couple of things. First things first, I had made my sheep pen here. As you can see, I now have a whole, quite a few sheep sort of inhabiting this pen. It's kind of annoying. Some of the sheep still escape after they've sort of bred, like the babby sheep can like get out through the side somehow. Kind of glitchy, kind of annoying. But I'll just keep chucking feed in there. But they are producing a fair amount of fertilizer. Now you can see this whole fertilizer working pretty quick. As soon as it gets some sewage. Once I get liquid ducts, that will be a lot faster as well. They kind of a lot quicker, I think. On the Unleashed server I play on, you can produce a fertilizer once every 6 seconds once you've got this all full of sewage and enough energy. The other thing I did was to also upgrade my power system. And first things first is to say, look everybody, I retired the steam engines, they're no longer here. Basically because, as you may remember, I did actually make some steam engines. Some railcraft steam engines, and ta-da! I've actually improved the whole system here. What I realised, and somebody did actually comment on my last video as well, to say that you can actually put these steam engines right. Either the best way to do it is to either just have one gold waterproof pipe to provide full amount of steam, or to literally just put them right next to the engine. And I'm actually thinking of adding a sort of another battery of engines to this by sort of moving these 6 on this second row down one, having the redstone torches in the middle, and then basically having another row of steam engines on top, because you need some kind of like redstone signal to have the engines activated. But now I've actually got this system sorted. They are all producing 4 megajoules per tick. They're all full of steam, and this is actually powering my entire base completely, and that's actually awesome because I've now got so much power. Everything runs perfectly, nothing seems to run out of energy, and I can only keep adding on more steam boilers and more energy. Now I've got a good sort of unlimited, as you can see, I'm pulverizing something and it's hardly losing energy at all. All my mine factory reloaded things outside are all working perfectly. All of my powered furnaces out here are almost perpetually filled with energy. So yeah, I'm in a really good place right now in terms of my power's assured. I've got essentially an unlimited source of energy with my 2 tree farms. Baking charcoal, which is powering my steam boiler. I think it's up to about 380 degrees C right now, which is pretty amazing. So well on the way to getting up to max pressure. I think once I've gotten that close to max pressure, I'll probably add on a second boiler as well. So I can start producing even more steam, because I will need to basically build a railcraft steam turbine to start producing industrial craft EUs at some point, because I will want to upgrade my sort of basic system here, because I will need to start making things like compressors, industrial electrolyzers and stuff. But that'll be in 1 or 2 videos time. I'll basically produce enough steel for that first off camera. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do in this video is actually start making myself a very basic ME network, which is part of the Applied Energistics mod. This is potentially, I think a lot of people say this is one of their favourite mods, because it's so powerful. I wouldn't say it was overpowered, but it's definitely extremely powerful. It's an awesome mod. Basically, you store all of your items, instead of like putting them in chests like this, you use AE to break them down into energy and store them on like drives and things like that. I'm missing a piece of glass there, I think I am. I'm not sure if I've got any knocking about at the moment, but let's just put a bit of cobblestone in there for now. So yeah, I was looking at something out. I was thinking of maybe going to the end soon to find a load of ender pearls, as I've not really got that many at the moment. But we can see all the ME recipes here. You just basically search for ME, and almost all of them come up. You obviously get a few extra ones that have ME in their name, like lime and stuff like that. But the thing we need to make first is the ME controller. So to make that, we need several different things. So it's quite a complex recipe. The most important thing is this advanced processor, and to make that you need a advanced processor assembly, which you just smelt. And to make that you need a diamond, some silicon, some redstone, and a quartz cutting knife. So the first thing we're going to make here is the quartz cutting knife. So what you really need to start up an ME network is lots and lots of quartz. So you need nether quartz from the nether, which I've got a load of because I've basically been using it to make my tools. You need Certus quartz, which you can find practically anywhere, and Certus Quartz Duts. Both of them get mined up when you mine up Certus Quartz. You also need some Nether Quartz Duts, which you just get from pulverizing or macerating up Nether Quartz. And then finally, well, I think that's basically the stuff you need to get going first. Yeah, so that's sort of the world generation stuff that you need to find. So where were we? I was going to make a quartz cutting knife. I'm going to make it out of some nether quartz. So let me grab some sticks. Should have some around here somewhere. There we go. I need one piece of iron. So let's go over to my ores chest. Piece of iron. There we go. I've got a lot of iron at the moment. Can't have too much iron when it comes to using Greg Tech at the moment. Iron seems to be almost as important as there's a lot of other recipes at the moment. A lot of other sort of materials like diamonds and gold. Iron's definitely more valuable than gold in this mod pack. You definitely use it up very, very quickly, and I have to have quite a lot of it at the moment, which is quite important. So you're going to need a lot of redstone for Emmy as well. So I'll just go grab a stack for now. So let's run back over to here. So what do we need to make then? So let's oh, I needed a diamond, didn't I? One diamond to get me going. You will need a lot of diamonds later on in this mod, but you can make do with just the one to make your ME controller at first. So I've got 13 at the moment, so I've got plenty at the moment. Should be enough to get me through, because I need to make at least one induction smelter to start making things like hardened glass for things like energy cell frames and tesseracts. You need hardened glass. We'll need some diamonds for them eventually, but I can always dig up some more of them. But you do need hardened glass for things like liquid ducts, which are quite important, and redstone energy conduits. So, oh yeah, silicon. Silicon is you either smelt up Certus quartz or nether quartz dust. So let's just make 16 silicon for now. Should be more than I need. So let's just drop that into the powered furnace. Let's grab the first one when it comes out, so I can actually start making up my advanced processor assembly. A lot of the more basic processor assembly, which you need for things like the ME interface, you need a basic processor assembly here. You just use gold in place of diamond, so a bit of a cheaper recipe. Just hit sort on that, so my silicon comes out at the end. So where were we? Yes, ME controller, advanced processor assembly. Let's shift click, but it's not going to do it because the quartz cutting knife can basically have damage to it, so that's kind of annoying. But we will make a advanced processor assembly there. We'll basically wait for the silicon to smelt up quickly, and then I can drop my processor assembly in there, and then we should be able to make the ME controller. Now what else do we need? We need fluix crystals. So fluix crystals are basically some Certus quartz and nether quartz with a piece of redstone. So let's make 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally 4 redstone. So there we go, 4 fluix crystals. Is all that silicon done? I think all that silicon's done, so let's drop in my advanced processor assembly. What else do we need? We might need some glass, so I'm just going to run over here quick. Oh no, I've got a load of cobblestone here. So let's change the configuration of this pulverizer so it's outputting there. And then if we then chuck cobblestone in there, it'll basically get macerated up or pulverized up into sand. And the sand will come through here and get automatically smelted into glass, so that'll be fantastic. So there we go, got my advanced processor assembly. I'm going to need 4 iron for that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can just shift click that into place, make the ME controller, which is basically this. You need one of these. You only need one of them for your entire ME system. So yeah, and then to power it, you'd either need to use EU or MJs. So I'm going to use MJ, so I'm going to plonk my ME controller down there. Should start powering up. There you go. See, it's at full power. The bar is at full. So just plonking that down. You can connect your ME system anywhere you like using ME cables, your machines. You can basically just attach it to any one of your machines, providing it all gets linked back to this ME controller. You can attach it to any other ME machine, cable, anything. So it's pretty cool system. You just need to have it connected up in some way. So next thing I need to make is an ME drive. So there's two ways of storing your items. You either use an ME chest here, or use an ME drive. So with your ME chest, you can basically put one of these storage drives here. You got 1K, 4K, 16K, and 64K. They all basically store ever increasing amounts of bytes there, you can see. So I usually go for early game, I go for 4K because they only use basic processors, where if you use a 16K, you basically need to use advanced processors, so you need to start using diamonds. So I tend to go for a whole sort of, I tend to fill up an ME drive full of 4K storage cells, as they're pretty simple, but the ME chest basically only accepts one of these storage drives, whereas an ME drive accepts, I think it's like 12 altogether, so quite a few. So for that we need a chest, a couple of bits of glass, so yes, I was right, I did need some glass, and then I also need to make a couple of these basic processor assemblies, which is silicon, gold, and the quartz, and some redstone. So let's grab the silicon out of here. So we're going to need to make 2 of them. So let's drop in 2 gold ingots, and then 1, 2. No, that's wrong. I got it the wrong way around. The silicon goes on the bottom, the redstone goes on the side. Cool, I'm just thinking of how hungry I am when I'm recording this video. I'm just going to go chow down the snack once I finish making it. And fantastic, all that. Oh no, let me just interrupt the sound there for a second. It might pop out, unfortunately, but I can always just drop it in a second once I've made both of those. So let's just drop that in for now. Oh, let's pick up that sand, put it in there. So I've made my 2 basic processors, which is the next thing I needed. I'm trying to think, do I need anything else? I'm going to need things like an interface and stuff later on, but the basic things I need is an ME drive, and oh yes, I'm also, for the end of this video, I will make a crafting terminal as well, but I'll get onto that in a second. So let's make my ME drive. I'm going to need a chest. I think I've got some spare ones over here somewhere. Have I got a spare chest? No, I thought I did, but apparently I don't. So let's grab some wood. We're going to need a couple of glass, like I said. What else did I need for that? Do I need iron? Yes, I do need 4 iron. So let's just grab a stack of iron just to be on the safe side, and let's grab that glass. So there we go. Can I shift click that ME drive in place? No. Oh no, because I need a chest, don't I? Herp derp. There we go. Let's get that. Now I should be able to shift click. There we go. ME drive to store my drives in. So we'll plonk that down there. We'll fill that with some ME drives in a second. But the thing I want to make next is an ME crafting terminal. So to get access to your items, so basically I've now got 2 things in place. So ME controller controls my entire network. ME drive will store basically store my drives. Look, will store my my storage drives. Basically you can fit 10. It will store 10 of these, so I'll basically make up to 10 4K storage cells. And then finally, to get access to your items which you've put into your network, you need to either use a crafting terminal or you need to use an access terminal. Now the crafting terminal is preferred because basically you can craft anything that's in your storage system. You can just craft you can put the crafting recipe into this sort of crafting terminal, and then you can just sort of keep clicking and make multiples of them, which is really, really cool. Whereas the access terminal just literally allows you to take things in and out of your system, and it's a slightly different recipe as well. Like the access terminal requires some ME cable, whereas the crafting terminal just requires one of these drives. So it's a slightly you need an access terminal to make a crafting terminal, so I will be making both of these. But so what we need to make first is to basically make this access terminal is some of this ME cable, and you need to make fluix dust, which is basically the same as the fluix crystal, except you use the dusts instead of the quartz. So let's make some of that. So let's make 1, 2, 3 to make sort of the basic amount. Do I have? Yep, so I have some of that left, and then 3 redstone. So there we go, made 6 of that. So let's make some cabling, which is similar to like glass fiber cable from Industrial Craft. So it's like some glass, some dust, and some glass. That's made 3 of those cables. So what else do we need to make? We need to make a conversion matrix, which requires some more fluix dust and a couple more of these basic processor assemblies. So let's make 2 more. So how many did I need? Just the 1 of them for now. So let's make 1 of you, and then. Oh, hang on, I'm going to need 1 for you, so let's make 2, just to be on the safe side. So 2 bits of glass, 4 pieces of redstone, not 5, silly Ollie. So there we go, we've made 2 basic processor assemblies. Let's just chuck them through the powered furnace real quick. Wait for them to be made. There's 1. And there's 2. Excellent. So what do we need to do first? We need to make this access terminal. So we need to make a conversion matrix. So do we have everything in place for that? We do! Excellent! That's what I like to see, and then I can make the access terminal by shift clicking that in place. Awesome, so now we need to make this storage cell. So do I have enough for that? I do. Excellent, and then finally I need a crafting table, so let's make one of those real quick. There we go, grab you, and then can I shift click? There we go, so I have my ME crafting terminal. So we basically just plonk that down, it's all connected up. So if we look on our ME controller now, I'm using 9 units per tick of energy, so MG, and then you can also see the machines that I've got in the system. So this will say all sorts of things. Once you get a more complex network, you basically see more and more things such as like ME cable, import-export buses, storage buses, all that jazz. But for now, all we've got is the access terminal and the ME drive. So then we can see the craft. So here's the ME crafting terminal. So you've got your crafting interface here. That basically clears it. So once you've got things in place, and this will be where all my items spawn. So what we need to do next is start to make, after I chow down on a couple of apples, will be some of these storage drives. So like I said, I'm going to make some storage drives. So to make these storage drives, you need 3 storage cells and 1. That's right. So to make a 4K storage drive, you need to make a storage segment. To make a storage segment, you need one basic processor and 3 of these storage cells. So essentially, they're just a basic processor with a load of stuff around them. So I'm going to make 4 of these for now. So that basically means I'm going to need 16 processor assemblies. So I'm going to need a bit more silicon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So I'm going to need, So I'm going to need 16 silicon to make all those assemblies. So let's just wait. So let's make a few for now. Let's just keep one of you. So there we go. We can make 9. Let's make 9 for now, which will make 9. What am I saying? I'm just getting confused. Let's just start making a few for now. There we go. So we go. Made 9 for now. Make 11. There we go. So I'm going to need a few more in a second once I finish making my silicon. So which is all made. Drop you in place. Oh, apparently I made a little bit too much there. So let's then drop the gold in, the redstone, and not sticks. I want my quartz cutting knife. There we go. So there's my 16 basic processor assemblies. Oh no, don't want to drop them in there. I want to drop them in the powered furnace, please. So what else do I need to make this? I need iron, which I've got. Do I need anything fancy? No, I literally just need to wait for the basic processor assemblies to be made. So we'll just go I'm just going to wipe this for a second, be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back and my basic processors are all in place. So then I need to make 12 of these storage segments. So let's hit shift click, and apparently I can only make 2 because I'm out of redstone. So let's run over to my precious items chest and grab a load of redstone. Just grab a whole stack, why the hell not? Go the whole hog. Run back over to here, click, 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 shift. So I only need 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just make sure I don't use up too many. So shift click back into place, and then we can say let's make the storage segment. So 4 of them. Excellent. And then finally shift click. Oh, apparently I've not got enough stuff. What am I out of? Is it redstone again? Haha, more redstone. Typical. So I think I only need 3, so let's just grab like 1 spare, just for argument's sake. So let's run back over to here, make my final storage segment. There we go. 4 4K storage drives, and then we'll just shift click these in place, and then there we go. They're all green to show that they're empty or near empty, and now we can start putting things into my system. So for example, I can put gold in there, and then you can see it's popped up. So let's for argument's sake grab everything out of here. Oh, apparently my inventory's full. Haha! So let's just put every single one of my items in here. Keep the refined iron plate out for now. So there we go, it's all in place. And if you've got like more than 1 stack of stuff, it will just tell you how many items you've got instead of how many stacks you've got. So I've got over a stack of tin there. I've got 474 iron, which is pretty cool. 23 gold. And there we go. That's the basics of an ME system, which is pretty cool. Have I got time to go through something else quick? Like, I'm thinking of just setting up my thermal expansion machines quick, although I might just do that off camera because it's just basically going to be me making machines. So yeah, what I might do in the next video is get my steam turbine set up, as that'll be quite important to start upgrading my whole industrial craft / Greg Tech system. As in Unleashed, they're essentially one in the same. They're an extension of each other. They're interchangeable. So essentially, I'll be looking to make my Greg Tech industrial craft sort of upgrade. So that'll require me to make a steam turbine, which basically requires a whole ton of steel. So I've already started to make up some steel. So yeah, I think in the next video I will look to make sort of upgrade my thermal expansion machines, so make a liquid transposer, a magma crucible and an induction smelter, which will allow me to start making things like liquid ducts and energy conduits. And then I'll also probably look to set up my steam turbine, which will be pretty cool, as I can start generating a lot more EUs. But like I said, it does take rather a lot of steel, so that will require a lot of off-camera work to make all of that. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave the video there. So I think I've been quite successful in this video. I've got my ME system set up. You can also do cool things, like I will also look, maybe off camera, I'll also start to look to automate my sort of all system by using some import-export buses, although I may do that on the next video. Basically make the items and then show you how it works, instead of doing it all on camera. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, the best thing you can do for me is to comment my videos to let me know if you've liked what you've seen, or you didn't like what you've seen, or something you think I can do better. Please also like and favourite my videos to show me you're enjoying what I'm seeing, to show me that you enjoyed what you've seen and what I'm producing for you. If you're new to the channel, it's always nice to see subscribe to show you that you want me to see more. You want to see more of my content in future. And again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.